Hello everyone, I'm Keen947, aka Wolfkeen, and welcome to another edition of A Wolf's Word, where you get the word straight from the wolf's mouth. Now today on A Wolf's Word, I'm going to be talking about a game that's based in World War II. Hey, we haven't had one of those in a while. Unlike back in the, 2000, but I'm procrastinating. A game where you play as a World War II sniper who's given a job to assassinate 5 targets and prevent, basically, the U.S. from being taken down in a war. I'm talking about Sniper Elite V2. Now, Sniper Elite V2 is a unique one for me because if anybody can tell you, I love sniper rifles. They're my favorite gun-based weapon next to shotguns. Well, actually, pistols range higher, but that's a different story. I love sniper rifles to death. I love how much work you have to put in to use a sniper rifle, how much, dedication a sniper rifle takes in order for you to actually use it perfectly, and how much fun it is to kill someone with a sniper rifle, especially from far range. Now, what this also combines is a bit of stealth, because let's explain the story. In this game, you are a World War II U.S. sniper who's been given a job to kill 5 targets. These 5 targets pose a general threat to the U.S., which is why they sent you in to kill them. However, as you progress through the game, you find out about these rockets known as the V2 Project, the name of the title. The V2 Project is apparently these rockets that will be sent to different parts of the world using a nerve... Well, sorry, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's going to be sent to certain parts of the world, and basically it's some type of nerve gas. This nerve gas will kill anyone will basically kill anyone if you breathe it, look at it, or anything. You just die from it. Kind of like the Nova 6 gas from Black Ops 2. So your job is twofold. Eliminate the 5 targets and stop the launch of the rockets. Otherwise, the world's going to pretty much be destroyed. Story-wise, I do like it a little bit. I do. I do like the idea of you being a lone wolf sniper in Berlin and having to survive against the German and Russian army. Yeah, you're fighting against Nazis and Russian soldiers, so you have a lot on your plate to contend with. But there is a couple of issues I take hold right here. As a lone sniper, it kind of seems unrealistic that one sniper can accomplish this entire feat. Like, be able to take out thousands upon, well, hundreds upon hundreds of soldiers, be able to break into highly sensitive areas, be able to take out tanks. It seems almost too unrealistic. And it is for the most part. I mean, there have been stories and proven facts of snipers who have had large confirms of their kills, like one sniper having about 244 kills. That's a lot for a sniper, I can admit that one. And he was a lone wolf sniper, I believe. And another one being able to shoot down a fighter plane with 4 sniper bullets. Again, seems a little far-fetched, but it happened. Other than that, I can see why, this game is trying to be like kind of like those stories, like another sniper who was this all-around person who could take out almost anything. But it seems a little bit too unrealistic at times. Does that mean it makes the game a bad game? No. You don't have to be realistic for us to like you. As a matter of fact, a lot of people don't lean towards realism in games. A lot of people like to have fun in games. Story-wise, I don't hate it. It's okay. I just wish they went the extra mile with it. So what about the character in the game? He has no name. Like, he has no backstory. All we know is that he's a World War II sniper, and that's my gripe with it. I wish he had some type of backstory. Like, why did he choose to be a World War II sniper? I mean, through the story expositions, you could see through his psyche as he sees sniping as kind of like another day in the job. Like, every single target that he goes to, every single person he kills, and everything he has to do, he just sees it as another day of the daily grind, which is crazy psyche. I like this kind of psyche for a sniper. I just wish we had more backstory of him. It's kind of like the TF2 spy. You like him, but you wish you knew more about him. So I'm not going to, hate the game for that. Okay, let's get into the most important... What about the graphics? Graphically, the game looks good. I actually like looking at the graphics at times. And this is a huge world. It may be a bit linear at times, but this world is huge. There's a lot to see, and there's a lot to do in one area. And there's plenty of things to find. Like, there's the gold bars, there's the bottles that you have to find. Not to mention you have to pay attention for the enemy that's on the streets. Enemy snipers, tanks, jeeps. Like, there's a lot to pay attention to and a lot to look at. But there is a certain problem. Hold on a second. I forgot to turn off Skype again. Yeah, I know. Big mistake. Whoops. Okay, done. But the thing is that the graphics look good, but some of it can look a little... eh. I mean, I love walking through the destroyed streets of Berlin in Sniper Elite V2. It looks so surreal at times. It really does. It looks very surreal. But some of the graphics do look like they have texture pop-ins and stuff like that. So, I have to take a point away for that, at least. Other than that, graphics look really good, especially with the XRay Killcams. That's what I'm going to get into next, with the gameplay. This is fun. If you're a person who loves sniping, you're going to love this game. You're going to probably fall in love with this and play it multiple times if you're a big fan of snipers. The thing is that what this game basically does is that they account for bullet drop, wind, heart rate. So basically everything you're doing will account for itself. Like if you're in a firefight, and you're taking shots, like you'll shake when you get hit, when you have no oxygen in your lungs, well, you know, like a breath meter, you won't be able to go into like a breath mode so you can actually take out the enemies. And depending on how far they are, you're going to have to notch up a little higher. Like, oh, that enemy's a little far away, let me aim up a little higher so that way I can actually shoot them and catch them in the head. They account for a lot of things in Sniper Elite V2, which is why I like playing Sniper Elite V2. It, like I said, it tries to be realistic again, and it works in some cases. And I gotta be honest, this game can work in two ways. You could be a gung-ho sniper just killing everyone you see, or you could be a silent sniper, which is basically, at some points in certain levels, you'll hear like noise, like cannon shells, speakers going off, you know, like a loudspeaker that goes across the city, artillery fire. When you fire your sniper rifle when this is going on, the noise that's going on in the background will mask your shot. So basically you could shoot someone, even if they see the guy drop, they're not going to know where you are right away. They're going to start looking. And if you kill someone with no one looking around, they're not going to find them because they didn't hear your shot. But that's one thing I have to take into account. It's like as soon as you fire your gun, everyone, and I mean everyone, is after you. Like, there is no getting away. There's no hiding in a new location. There's no running away real quick. I mean, they don't allow for that kind of opportunity where you can actually run away and hide in a new location, wait for things to cool down, and then actually start sniping again. It's like they know where you are, even though they haven't... Well, they heard the shot, but they didn't know where it came from exactly. They just heard it. And from certain distances, that makes no sense. Well, okay, Berlin is destroyed, so there's going to be an echo, but you get the point. I think it's a little weird how they can easily know where you are, even though you just fired one bullet. But I could be wrong. Like, I could be wrong. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, the XRay Killcams. Okay, guys. Let me be brutally honest. I've played some games that are pretty gruesome to watch when you or the enemy gets killed. I've played Fallout where you see faces get blown off, bodies explode into chunks of meat, legs get knocked off and everything. I've played games like like Mortal Kombat, where you actually see people get ripped in half, cut in half, heads ripped off, hearts ripped off. I mean, seriously, that's gruesome. This has to be the most gruesome game I've seen in a while. What it does is that depending on where you shoot someone, you'll see like a X-ray kill cam. Like you'll see the bullet flying through the air, and you can actually see where the bullet's gonna hit. Then it will do like an X-ray sometimes on your opponent who you just shot, showing like, oh, it went through the skull and out the other end of the skull, or oh, it went through his nose. Like it'll show like these crazy kill cams, and I actually like them. They're kind of fun to look at as a spectacle. And they never seem like too obnoxious at times. They may at sometimes, but otherwise they're kind of fun to watch. One painful shot that just made me and my nephew jump, oh, was when I shot a guy right in his heart. I'm not kidding. It showed the X-ray of the sniper bullet going right through the heart, ripping it in half, basically. When we saw that, we were like, oh! We couldn't believe what we just saw. It was horrific to watch. Ah, man. That's what I mean. This game really doesn't hold back on the kill cams. And there are even worse kill cams. In a playthrough done by DSP Gaming, he shot a guy through both his testicles. I'm not lying. He really did. He shot a guy through both his testicles, and it was horrific to watch. Oh, man. These kill cams are going to make you feel uneasy at times, but they're fun to watch as a spectacle, and it's kind of fun to just see the bullet go through different locations. Hell, it can even hit a grenade and blow up your enemy. A grenade! That's freaking cool. I gotta say that. So, gameplay-wise, it's pretty fun to go through, but there is one major issue with the gameplay. The game length. It's only 6 hours. Really, game? Really? 6 hours for this. I was expecting a little more for a game about sniping. Like, I beat this game in about 6 hours playing silent and a little gung-ho, because you can't play silent all the time. Most of the situations don't call for it. There are different tools that you can use, ranging from trip mines, landmines, rocks, rocks that you can distract the enemy, grenades, and stuff like that. But there isn't a lot of opportunity to play a silent sniper. None of the sniper rifles are silenced, and your only silenced gun is a well-rod pistol. So that's the only way you can play silent, with the well-rod, or if you use the noise with your sniper rifle, which I feel that's realistic in more ways, but I just wish there was more silent-based weapons, because I really love to play the silent sniper. And that's what I mean, like, the game was only about 6 hours long, and the ending was a little satisfying. I actually liked the ending a lot. But that's what I mean, like, by the time I finished it, I was like, wait, it's over? What the heck? I was having fun. I want to do more. I wish there was more to offer in the game. Thankfully, with DLC already out for it, there is. But as it stands, I finished the game and I kind of looked at it for a second like, I just beat it? I wanted to do more. Like, I really did. I wanted more from the game. Like, I wanted another mission or something like that. Something to make the experience last a little longer, like 8 to 10 hours. Like Hitman. Hitman lasts a while. So I'm going to have to take points away for the fact that it's only about 6 hours. I wish there was more to offer. I know that's probably me being a bit picky, but face it, when you start playing this game, you're gonna be asking yourself the same thing. I wish there was more. Okay, there's another thing that I could talk about, co-op. And I did play co-op with a couple of randoms. Co-op works the same way like the story. You and a friend go through the story mode basically as two snipers now. One person can play as a spotter. Basically, one uses the binoculars, which is an item I forgot to talk about, which allows you to tag targets. Like, there's a target over there, tag him, now your friend can see him. There's a target over there, tag him, now he can see him. There's a target up there, tag him, he can see him. There's a sniper up there, you get the point. You're able to tag targets, and you're able to snipe together. Wow, together. You're able to snipe together to take out enemies, and you basically play through the whole major story campaign together. Co-op-wise, it is a bit more fun to play with a friend, but I think that makes the game a little bit too easy, if you ask me. I think the best way to play Sniper Elite V2 is alone. With the co-op, it makes the game a little bit easier, but it does have some fun. And there's also other things you could do. You could do the story, or you could do kill assassinations, which is basically kill this target or kill a certain amount of targets. I didn't play it too much to actually get much out of it, but that's what it is. So now we're going into the next part, which a lot of people have mixed opinions about. The multiplayer. Okay, I've already said how much I love sniping in the story mode, right? So it's obvious that I like this multiplayer, right? No. The multiplayer feels a bit tacked on. It doesn't feel like, it was refined the same way like the story was. And the multiplayer is just one big camping game at times. It depends on how many people are in the lobby, how good they are, and how they play. If there's a lot of camper-based players, they're going to be staying in one location that's above the map, waiting for you to make a mistake, and then finally take your head off because you moved out into the streets without realizing there was someone out there. And this has happened to me multiple times. I did play this multiplayer more and more, and I did end up getting a few kills. And hey, I even won a match in a free-for-all. A sniper free-for-all I won. But the multiplayer doesn't feel refined. It feels a bit tacked on, like rushed. Maybe if they did more work with it, hopefully they'll do that with Sniper Elite V3, if they call it V3. But if they ever do a Sniper Elite V3, hopefully they'll fix up the multiplayer and make it more fun, because the maps are pretty big. They're like, well, not battle... Well, yeah, they are. Like, you know, TDM Battlefield size. They're like Battlefield 3 size maps, besides Conquest. And these maps are pretty large for sniping, and they have a lot of cool environmental elements and stuff like that. So I would like to see the multiplayer return, but fix it up. Like, fix up the multiplayer, and then it will do better. But as it stands, the multiplayer just feels a bit tacked on, and I wish there was more to offer in the multiplayer department. 16 minutes. Okay. So what do I think about this game so far? What do I think of the game? Not bad. I actually like this game. I heard about this game a lot from watching playthroughs and talking with some of my friends. They say this game is actually pretty fun. I kind of looked at it a little bit like it's just sniping. But then when I actually started playing the game, I freaking love the sniping aspect. I love the X-Ray Killcams. I like the story. And I love the different aspects, like setting up trip mines to kill my enemies. So, like, you know, you have to defend yourself in one position. That's a sniper. You're defending yourself in one position. I set up trip mines. Oh, enemy came. Boom. Blew himself up with the trip mine. I could still stay sniping. Or I could run back real quick and set up another trip mine and then go back into sniping. That was fun. I felt like a real sniper at times. In this game, I felt like a real sniper. Not like Call of Duty, not like Battlefield. A real sniper. That's how I felt. And this is what this game's going to give you. It's going to make you feel like a sniper. But that's the thing. This game won't appeal to everyone. If you're not into sniping, this game is not going to be for you. This game mainly works for people who like sniping, know how to play stealth. You can play a little gung-ho, but this game is pretty difficult when you try to play it that way, because they don't give you enough submachine gun ammo, and they don't give you enough pistol ammo. All your ammo goes to the sniper rifle, so you really got to know how to use your sniper rifle if you want to survive. So all I could say is this. I could recommend this game if you are a big fan of snipers, or if you want to try something new. This is a good game to try something new with. If you want to try something new, pick this game up. You probably will have some fun with it. If you're a sniping, you know, if you love sniping, definitely pick this game up. You will definitely see the aspects of sniping and actually like it a lot compared to other games like Call of Duty. None of that quick scoping or anything like that. It's real, genuine sniping. And this is why I like this game. But it's really hard to score it high because it has the tacked-on multiplayer, and some of the other modes don't feel as refined as the story mode. I felt like the story mode was the most refined mode in the entire game. I wish they refined a bit more in the game. If they refined everything, like if everything was great, like the multiplayer was good, the story was good, the co-op modes were good, the extra missions were good, and the extra modes were good, I can easily give this game a 9. But as it stands, every other mode besides the story feels tacked on, which is kind of sad to say. I really hate that. So, as the game stands, yes, everything feels tacked on, but the story is where you want to come back to and probably have more fun with. I'm going to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. This game is a great sniping game, and I love it to death. I know what you're probably saying, oh, you're letting yourself get blinded because you're a sniper person. No, if that was the case, I would have given it an 8.5 or something like that. I'm reviewing the game based on a personal experience and how would I rate it for other people. Because this game, while good for me, it won't be as good for everybody else. Like I said, sorry. If you're not a sniping person, you're not going to like this game. If you're not a fan of stealth games, you're not going to like this game. If you're a fan of being a gung-ho shooter, you're not going to like this game that much. That's what I mean, like, the game you really got to be a fan of sniper rifles and stealth to actually have fun with this game. And some of the other modes do feel a bit tacked on. Not bad, but they feel tacked on. I feel like they need to do more work with it. So, that's what I give Sniper Elite V2, a 7.5 out of 10. Well, that's it, guys. This has been another review, and I don't know what else to say. So, I'm Keenar47, aka Wolfkeen. This has been A Wolf's Word, where you get the word straight from the wolf's mouth. Take care.